Welcome to my channel BornToReddit. Am I the a-hole for not saying anything about the underwear? My 20-year-old daughter and her fiance are currently staying with us. I love my daughter, but she is very difficult and I can't stand her fiance. I gave them a deadline to move out because I can't take this anymore. They got into a massive fight the other day while my wife was out. I guess a pair of my wife's underwear got in with their laundry and she thought he was cheating. I think the fact she immediately jumped to cheating shows how bad their relationship is. She was waving the underwear around and I recognized them because they had a floral print, but I just let this ridiculous fight go on. My wife came home after about 30 minutes and said they were hers. My wife asked if I didn't realize they were hers, and I accidentally laughed. My daughter burst into tears and won't talk to me. Her fiance said we are fucked and left the house, but my wife thought it was funny. You might be the a-hole, but I'm living for it. Edit. My personal verdict is you are the a-hole, but I'd like to invoke Stman v Frigboy, which states that in times of outlandish or otherwise infantile behavior, a holler may, subject to scrutiny, be permitted. Take my power award point peg. Swinging my underwear in solidarity. Edit. Thank you kind strangers, I swing my underwear in your direction. Edit 2. Wow, my first gold. I'm floored. Floored by the sheer weight of my now golden underwear. I don't wear undies, so I'm just swinging my ass in solidarity. Okay, this is where I ugly snorted at my desk at work. Thank you. Am I the a-hole for buying my rental home and kicking out my obnoxious roommates? Background. My original roommate and I have a mutual friend who is a landlord. I moved in because he was struggling to pay rent, which impacted my best friend. He missed an entire month of rent, and my friend lowered his rent at his own expense to help him. I came in to rent a room to help out. To be clear, I paid more rent than my roommate knew, because my landlord friend couldn't really afford the charity decrease. I can't tell the roommate, because he would feel entitled to pay even less. I accepted this. But then the roommate got a girlfriend, and 2 months into the relationship, he moves her and her 2 poorly behaved children in. This is a 4-bedroom 1-bathroom place. The children scream and throw tantrums, and the mother is exceptionally demanding both to me, her boyfriend, and our landlord. She is costing money by finding every little thing under the sun to be fixed or replaced. The kitchen counters need to be replaced, etc. She takes up almost all of the common spaces. She weaponizes her anxiety to get her way. To top it off, they are living all together at the same price that my roommate was paying when he was single. I did the math, utilities included, they pay $200 per person, and I pay $400. Yet they dominate the place and dictate everything. Now, here is where I'm asking if I'd be the a-hole. My friend is considering selling the place to me as a lease to own. Would I be the a-hole if I bought the place and gave them 30 to 60 days notice to get out? To clarify, they don't have a lease and pay month to month. I paid in advance through next year update. Upon listening to y'all, I have decided to give my roommates a talk and ask to pay an equal rent/utilities per person before taking more drastic measures. I would also say my roommate makes $1,000 a week at his job, though he has debt he got himself into. GF just got her master's degree. I think asking for a rent equalization is morally right. If they refuse, I won't feel bad about Operation By and By. Also, I care about this place a lot because I have invested a lot in my garden. Maybe 100+ hours. OHH gosh, why did you even ask? Not the a-hole, got those people out. Who cares about the friendship at this point? He moved a whole family in on you. You landlord friend should have specified the number of people allowed to live there, etc. One of you should just get the eviction process going. Am I the a-hole for suing my girlfriend after she had my 1967 Impala project taken to the scrapyard? I'll try to keep this short. I had a 1967 Impala 4-door that I bought in February 2019. A couple months ago I bought my first house that had a 2.5 car garage. I moved the car in and started tearing it down for a complete restoration. I had the body in one bay and the chassis in another, plus the whole garage filled with parts. About 2 months ago my girlfriend came to live with me during this whole crisis and the whole time has hated that car. She wants to park in the garage, but I have 2 acres of land with a lot of nice places to park under shady trees or hell even in the barn, if it has to be inside. I tell her tough luck, it's my house and it's not like I can just throw it back together real quick. Anyways, I was out of town for a couple days on a business trip for the small local company I work for. When I got back, my girlfriend was all smiles. Making me food all the time, doing all the chores, all that. I thought maybe she just was happy to have me home, but then I realized that I didn't see her car in its usual spot. I asked her where she parked so I could make sure I mow that area and keep it clean, and she said not to worry because she parked in the garage. I asked how and she told me to go check it out. Turns out that while I was gone she hired some people to come over and move everything related to that car, including the drivetrain, body and chassis and all parts, and take it to the local dump/scrapyard. I was absolutely dumbfounded. I had spent over 11k on that car including new parts, services, and the car itself. I told her that I was going to be taking her to court for that, and she brushed me off like I was being dramatic. I told her that it's done between us and to pack her things and leave. I admit I was really angry, but I did end up getting a lawyer, and as I have all the receipts for all that money spent, and I have her on my house's security cam footage letting the guys in and watching them take it all, I think I can win. Her family and friends are absolutely blowing me up saying it's just a stupid old piece of junk, and that she cannot pay back all that money I spent, and that I should just let it go. But I have been putting all my time, effort, and money into that car for a year and a half now, and god damn it if I'm not going to get justice for what she did. Am I the a-hole? Edit. Thank you all so much for the support and awards and everything. I'm glad I have some people on my side. I got a call from her mom about 20 minutes ago, and she told me that I was ruining her daughter's life over a stupid car. I told her she ruined her own life. I've been gathering documentation and stuff, and I'm about to head down to the police station and file a report, as suggested by lots here. Once again thank you all. Update. Went to the police station last night, was told to come back in the morning, just got back, and filed an official report against her for grand larceny and grand theft auto. I showed them all the receipts I had for the car and the footage of her letting the guys come and take it, as well as the title for the vehicle in my name. They said they will be in contact with all 3 parties, me, XGF, and junkyard guys, soon, and they will hopefully be able to recover some or all of the car. Just have to wait now. Huge update. They found my goddamn car. The junkyard guys apparently were in the middle of hiding it when the police came to ask them questions. It was on a forklift, and they were gonna put it on top of a pile of cars that was hidden behind more piles of cars. They said it was this, and they had the title, but obviously didn't have the title for it, and since they matched the VIN on the chassis and body to the VIN on my title, it was obviously mine. I know at least one person there has been arrested. I think he was in the camera footage I talked about earlier, but IDK if it was the boss or whomever, or even his specific charge. They also told me they would be looking into this specific junkyard for any other vehicles reported stolen. They said they haven't been able to get in contact with my ex just yet, but they are working on it. I'm just so glad they found my car. Luckily I made quite an album of pictures detailing me tearing down the car, and so I can use that to prove what parts they had were mine, so I can hopefully get most or all of it back. Police haven't let me take it back home yet, as they say it is evidence or something, so hopefully I can get it back eventually. Thank you all so much for the support and advice. She's gonna be alright. If you had to vote for the most a-hole story from all 3 in this video to be president of a-holes, which one would you choose, and why? And don't forget, subscribe or I'll insert tiny little pieces of shattered glass directly into your pee hole.